and Oracle himself even pairing up very nicely with that gyrocopter. Kind of agreeing with you in terms of those bans. It's a mid one, because you think of it, we have the Chen, that means that we can put some pressure on the mid lane if we'd like. Maybe not as good as like a bounty hunter in terms of that like aggressive roam, but even just throwing a satyr into the mid lane, it's going to be better if you're a stronger laner. Possibly the troll gank as well, all that kind of stuff. Like, you can definitely see a Zeus or something getting ganked up by a Chen. So tend to think of these pucks, Death Prophets, Queen of Pains, or whatever it would be for mid one. A little bit surprising that they're just going to knock right out on the Witch Doctor. One of the best fives, of course, working with the Nature's Prophet and everything. I'm pretty surprised myself. They've got to be thinking about that Beastmaster Oracle interaction right now.
Fnatic's turn
Yeah, I think that's the way you look at this. When you try and force Fnatic into a position now, pick the Oracle to like preempt it, and then you go back to like a Nyx Assassin or Tidehunter or something along those lines. Fnatic, maybe they just go for the Zeus pick. Pick up the Zeus now. Put that for mid one. And then your final pick, it can be Venge or Oracle. Like if EHOME had out the Oracle, you've still got the fallback of the Vengeful Spirit if you really want to go that way, because EHOME have their two supports already. Vengeful Spirit right now, I guess that's a safer option. Instead of showing your Zeus pick or whatever it is towards the mid, 3 Adept with the Vengeful Spirit as well as the Oracle. This does leave it a little more open to the Beastmaster pick, but it's the Faceless Void that's actually taken by EHOME. Venge has that swap once she hits level 6 to try and save people out of this. So, Lion and Void both comboing up with the Invoker to output tons of damage. Now, this is one draft where we can definitely say EHOME has lockdown and has damage. They've got some wombo combos.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, it is interesting. They're definitely committing much more into the AoE this. So they're not satisfied with just a roar onto the gyrocopter, which is what you'd be expecting. Instead, they're going to try and go for a chrono onto 1 plus hopefully a couple more there. Try and set up for your Invoker. This final ban here, what wouldn't you love to see paired up with this when it comes to that core? Of course, you already have the gyrocopter yourself, the numero uno. To the position 1. You banned out the Spectre. Yeah, Sven's the big AoE cleaver that's left for sure. And the Ember obviously already banned out as well.
I'm just worried
that OD's there too again.
Maybe more worried about the Juggernaut with the push in from 10 creeps and Forge Spirit having that healing ward. You have an Earth Spirit, and Magnetize is going to be a big part of your teamfight capabilities here if you have the healing ward that pretty much just negates that completely. Or even a Lycan here. Runs through your ranks, finds the heroes towards the back and sprints towards the gyro with his wolves and his necro units. Scary as well. I honestly think I'd be more scared of Lycan than I would of Jugger and Jugger and Sven maybe like on the same tier as me for fear here, but Fnatic ban out the Clinks instead.
That makes me think, what's lacking the lock, like you have the silence of the Earth Spirit, but is it a Weaver game potentially here for EHOME? Like Lanham just playing it, it didn't go too well last game, but it is something they've gone through time and time again. They've comboed it up with the Invoke and the Faceless Void in the past. We're considering, in fact, I think it is their like go-to. Perhaps those were the days when we did see more OD bans left in the pool. Maybe that's something they'd want to look for. One of the few safe laners that could actually zone out that Nature's Prophet too.
I even think this is quite a good Slark game as well. I'm not sure if EHOME play the Slark too often.
Not as far as I'm aware. The other big one would of course be the Ursa, but you've got the Gyro. Or rather, you've got the Faceless Void, so it's much harder to combo up.
This is one of the other heroes that mid one plays, not too many games, but he has some insane win rate with this. Like, I think he's like 7-0 with TA, and he's 5-0 or something with Pugna, but the Bristleback comes out. Interesting they picked that into the Nether Ward, Pugna. That's going to be your one roll carry as well. That was like an insta-pick as well. That wasn't in reaction to Pugna, that was like set up, that's what EHOME wanted. Pretty scary as a Bristleback though, going up against the Nether Ward. You can still stack up Cool Spray through the Chrono.
I mean, is that's what you go for though? Seem kind of odd, right? Thinking about heroes that are going to be actually synergizing with Chrono.
10
One thing
seconds
Chrono and
remaining.
Invoker offer is delaying into the fights. Same thing with the Hand of God, so the longer the fights last, obviously they are going to be favoring the Bristleback here. So it is definitely a unique pick. It is something they've been running all too often lately, especially now with the Faceless Void. I'm certainly not over the past little while, so I'm excited to see it for sure. Gonna be rocking this thing, not a very common pick anywhere. Sometimes see it paired up with an IO, but that's virtually it. And one bad boy that really shuts him down, the Faceless Void, will thankfully be on his own team. Not gonna have to be dealing with that time dilation as the Bristleback saw poor Lana suffering last game on that Weaver. Or wait, that was Complexity, wasn't it? No? Yeah, that was his wings. Whew, my game's mixed up here. Either way, early push from mid 1.
Lanham
Is it
had,
gonna be enough?
Lanham had Weaver.
Yeah, but did they have the Faceless Void? Yeah, but they had the Faceless Void on their team.
Oh,
it was
yeah.
the Complexity Wings game that it was Faceless Void versus.
All these games have merged together.
I know, they're all the same heroes. Still Lizard, you know, etc.
Lizard's the lizard.
So the goal, you don't have the Chen, you don't have an Enchantress or anything off Fnatic, but you have the Nature's Prophet, so your goal is mid 1, do decent in the mid lane, harass the Invoker, and it's gotta be, get this tower, right? The other thing is they want to take control of these Ancients too. It's still a Bristle. I think you still want to keep an eye on that. You know, the Vision heroes really, besides just Treants wandering around, obviously, no Beastmaster pick coming out.
Not just do well on this lane. Wagner, in a 1v1, pretty much crushes Invoker. And he's got Earth Spirit rolling in to help. Lion has to be down in bottom lane, at least for the initial stages, to control up for Nature's Prophet. So Old Chicken, so careful here. What's mid 1 is level 3? Definitely potential towards the mid, but let's look at these lanes so far. Fenrir, going to deal with the Treants as Io splitting and microing really nicely there, holding the creep wave very well. The roll already forward, looking for Lanham, but not going to connect. Picking up creep wave, and that could have done a substantial amount of damage back onto him. The Lion and Bristle up against the DJ, Earth Spirit, and Ohio Nature's Prophet. Dual lane against dual lane for now, while over towards the jungle. Ice is the jungling Chen. What can he make as he looks to stack up some of these camps, but Old Chicken Invoker against mid 1 Pugna. 2 for 1 so far in the CS, but mid 1 should start to race ahead a little bit. While up at top lane, 3-4-3 Venge, net on your gyro. All 11 playing that Faceless Void.
He should have a good time up here, especially once he gets up into his boots, but Vengeful Spirit, not much to offer when it comes to killing the Faceless Void. Obviously the heavy burst damage of the Gyrocopter is something you can just walk off. He's already got that nice Portman shield, came up with plenty of regen as well, so trades galore for him. Be a very exciting lane up there, I wouldn't expect. Bottom lane, probably a little bit more action. Nature's Prophet and Beastmaster are these two heroes that when you get to the start side off lane, they're great at contesting this pole or coming over and farming over here, so in this game it's going to be your Treants going to work with that, while DJ gives him a hand on this Earth Spirit, just making sure that Fenrir doesn't get a little bit too friendly with Ohio. On him, no Stout Shield required. And maximum value gonna get ringed to that magic stick. How does he impact like a push here? Can they try something before the Pugna is even showing up? Can they actually maybe get down this tower if there's an early rotation from Ohio?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I'm not too sure where this Bristleback really fits in. Wait and see exactly what Lanham has planned for it, but there was a denial of a rune down towards the bottom spot there, I think. Ice had a Wild Wing Ripper and 3-4-3. DJ, sorry, didn't get there in time, but they're still looking towards this middle lane. The level 2 on Chrissy. That Spirit, he's got the smash and the roll. One Fairy Fire available with Torch Spirits as well. The mid one has already started his work over on the tier 1. Pugna controlling things up really nicely already towards that middle lane. 11's getting a lot of experience here though. This Void, he said he's going to have a good time, and he really is showing this off as he time warps away from a magic missile and a ton of damage from net. He also killed off the big Wild Wing there, so a massive bonus for him.
He has now run out of angles up here, so maybe things will get a little bit riskier. These boots still a ways away. Can't do too much to him though. And that should be some great levels for 11. 4.5 here, and of course, Net not falling behind though, as you can see there's been some good pulls from 2-3 already. He's put the head up 3-3.
X down on bomb. Oh, got the Earth Spike and the Clash. No, they don't. They boulder smash. Keeps Ohio alive, at least for now. He's just wrapped himself up. But he's got the speed of course. Caught him. 10 stick charges. Down jump is going to fold Lanham and DJ. He's rolled himself aggressively into this, but he's going to pay for it with his life as well. Fnatic lose 2. But EHOME, they punish.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, not able to keep him sick. Good rotation here. We've been seeing this much more lately. These like very early kind of lane rotations rather than the mid. As that was the big thing when Ken first came in. It was like the initial what scared people and what kind of sent people towards like the Puck and the Queen of Pain. Was being worried about this very early rotation, and of course you do even have the support here to spot that out. But lately, this lane support, be it Dire side, Radiant side, Chen's just walking over, giving them a hand, and trying to help put this early pressure on this tower, mostly just to secure your own as they do. Oh, 11. That was close. I am not sure how low he just dropped there. In fact, I'm going to take a look. Oh, just... No, 8 HP. Really? He time blocked back 395 HP.
Easy
Wow.
salve.
Yeah.
Easy instant salve. Oh, mid one, 27 and 4. Invoker is catching up a touch here, but Lion's rotating in. And with the help of these Chen creeps, no, Fenrir scouted out the TP forward. Ohio, oh, not going to play aggressively into this one. Earthspike is down. Mid one dodging out away from that. He has escaped this gank while DJ and Ohio want to try and play a little bit more forward into this Lanham back. Oh, in the meantime, where's the Vengeful Spirit? 343. Himself over, maybe to smoke up. I have to do this alone though. Aiming for Old Chicken's Invoker maybe. It's a nice easy kill there for the Pugna. EHOME definitely have the laning advantage so far. Like, the sole fact that Old Chicken has not died yet is just so indicative of how well they've been controlling things up. Oh, the Sun Strike onto Net. Old 11. There's the stun back as well. That's quite good. More TP's coming through as well as Lanham wants to try and get into this fight, but they turn it around a little bit. Net with the cooldown. Old 11 hiding in the trees. The TP was cancelled. Where's the Bristleback? A boulder smash from from DJ down the bottom lane must have cancelled that one out. Well played by him because that could have been an absolute massacre. But instead, Fnatic get the kill on the Void and they lose nothing.
They got betrayed there, man. Ohio did a great job ensuring that he kept the aggro there with those treants. Of course, the Chrono in the tower, one of the most terrifying things early on in the game, one of the best ways for you to actually get a kill. Very early Faceless Void. That hurts, man. You can't even punish that much of a dive with a Faceless Void and a TP in from your line. Once again, though, yeah, excellent play from DJ. Typical guy. You think this will be a Vanguard or Lanham?
I really don't know, man. Like, this Bristleback pick has kind of thrown me for a loop. I can understand the merits of it, but item build, Vanguard into SNY, going for a mech here is going to be awkward against like Pugna Ward, and the fact your Chen goes for the mech usually anyway as well.
I think if you're not like tethered 24/7 or you don't have a Crystal Maiden, it's going to be viable. So, and yeah, of course, Ice. Setting that up for themselves unless they're doing something really wacky where you get like the early Ags as we've seen some other mech carriers, like your Tide Hunters or something. I would not suspect that. Vanguard, even Y potentially. Choice, I suppose.
A possibility. Wait for the Hand of Midas to come out. Feel it coming. Hand of Midas Bristleback at like 10 minutes. It's gonna happen. Poke from the 3 of EHOME here as Chrono comes off cooldown in 5 seconds. So the only person they'll find would have been the Vengeful Spirit, but she TP's up towards the top. Pugna, and they just drop it. They just want to push straight into tier 1 at top lane, and this is a really great move for them. They've given DJ time to get level 6 at bottom. He's got the escape mechanism needed to get away from Bristleback, and the wrap in. EHOME gets scouted out. They'll try and get the tier 1 mid here, but the top tower is already destroyed. I wonder if Fnatic can even get back in time to defend this one.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
It's not quite looking at DJ. You're gonna try and slow it down. Wait, maybe.
Cold snap. A cold snap. Oh, dearie me. He went for it. He tried it. Not going to succeed though. Into the back. 3-4-3 net with the ball down. Ice. Going to get hit by that one, but a good corner. All the 11. Time to legendary as well, but the decrypt going to hold him in place. The time will spend in a couple seconds and all 11. He's going to be able to come from away. The decrypt saved him. Old Lanham comes back into the final moment of the net as well. TP through. The Gyrocopter barely going to escape. The final projectile flew out. Ulting and finally a stun. An Earth Spike from Fenrir will catch the Native Prophet on the broadside and take that one out. But Fnatic, they could have come away with that with a lot more. The decrypt from Pogner catching that void. But only that allowed the Native Prophet just to get one more click in. They might have been able to kill him.
I don't even know. They're all over the place. I feel like I start to think one team's got an advantage and their draft makes sense, and the other team just surprises me. Other ones, okay. For another blast, this is good, right? Start rushing in.
Oh, dude.
Gyrocopter.
Have you seen the first off the range
Oh,
of
the ward, yeah, it's gross.
So that's the thing. First off, the range on Nether Ward is pretty good. Like, that's pretty good. But the range on Life Drain is ridiculous.
I just like the dumping of the nether ward where it's somewhere you can't even get it. Like, they don't have anything that's gonna be able to do that.
They have no vision. They've got like time walk into the trees to find it, but should be able to do that nicely. Ice still struggling to get to level 6. I guess the Dire Heroes are in a similar kind of situation, the same boat there. Level 6 nearly on your Earth Spirit, level 5 just a hit by the Vengeful Spirit. Pugner with 5100 net worth. So Ohio and Net on the Nature's Prophet and Gyro, they've got a decent way to go before they start really peaking here. Bristleback with Treads, and he is going into that Vanguard, it looks like, with the Ring of Health and Stout Shield. A tanky monster.
And the more I think about the up in the front line with that Vanguard, trying to provide that space for old. That's something that I see from our Invoker earlier today, but I find like a lot of Invokers, when they actually fail in the draft, it's because they fail to be focused, you know, Dawn, everything like that, obviously. You get your Dooms up against them or something like that, but how are you going to do that this game? You try and swap them in or something, but there should be written, oh, okay, or he'll just walk into you. That is one way that could possibly happen.
That's got to be one of those moments where you've selected the wrong
communication or something.
No, I think it's the control group situation where he's sending his Force Spirits, like he's moving Force Spirit to top lane to try and push and attack. I don't think they're looking for a kill there, even with the Faceless Void having Chrono. Just too many, like Fnatic showed what, 4? They flashed 4 heroes top. A while back. Vengeful Spirit showed, Earth Spirit showed. As EHOME thought it was going to be the Gyro and everyone else, it failed. Very risky move.
I like your assumption, because why else would like Lanham just like leak?
It happens to the best of us. We've seen Fear do it when he was playing Visage a couple of weeks ago. We've seen, you know, numerous
Bulldog's a classic.
Bulldog with his Treants. We see Chen players do it all the time. It's just that one lapse, one moment where you lapse in Ohio. Profit, yeah, one lapse in judgment or one misclick, anything like that, and all of a sudden your heroes move. You know, a matter of 200 range, 300 range is a big deal when you're an Invoker or something like that, and you get caught by a stun.
Or you're any hero in competitive, you know, top tier Dota. And they just punch so heavily. Of course, this is a smoke play here. Might not even need it. Obviously, the waves are a little bit too close. That's another thing though, Fnatic definitely having some great Roshan potential to match the one that's over there on EHOME, the Classic Sword Invoker, and the Chen Ice, all down.
Nice TP. Gonna succeed, and old Lanham 3-4-3 swaps forward looking for this stun. He'll land it here. Following through on this is not going to be the easiest of propositions. The Nether Ward is down, but got the kill even with these Chen creeps, but they just do no damage to it. The figure of death back on the 3-4-3. Vengeful Spirit deep trapped up and healed by the Pogner. Midwell keeping his venge alive and jump forward, put him down. Net is caught with Ohio as well. Close right, looks the jar doesn't through, but the damage output from Fnatic is just too big. DJ smash across, an old 11 hit from the back end, but he's going to time walk in 2 seconds time, and Fnatic cannot chase. A deeper. Anything in here, but look for the tier 2. Lanham is out of mana, and EHOME Maybe out of luck, Invoker's still split pushing up a top lane, building into his dual scepter. Fnatic have taken some dominant controlling force of this game and this map. But EHOME are struggling.
Oh, I like these TP's top 3 for 3 and went to the base.
Old chicken
in Ohio.
Dead here. One more punch and he's gone. He can't complete his TP.
Things coming out. If they are spotting out where this ward is, potentially?
I don't know if they're picking the ward or the Earth Spirit illusions. This is how Fnatic's draft is meant to work. And balance things out now 5-5. You need to keep the momentum going though and keep finding these pickoffs. Definitely, once you start seeing BKBs up for your Bristleback, for your Invoker as the game does progress, it gets more and more difficult. So next Gyrocopter, he has to ramp up his physical damage as quickly as he possibly can. Might see just the Stand and Yasha up for him as the fail-safe go-to build for the Gyros. But Ohio's in a similar story. Maelstrom, maybe good here. Orchid is probably going to be the big playmaking item though. Orchid against Invoker and Faceless Void. Amazing little pick-off tool that they can utilize.
Well, here they're going to go within the smoke. Unstray? No.
Roach pit.
They're thinking.
DJ. Kick things off. For anyone here in the Radiant jungle but Fenrir. We're over to the east and this long wraparound is not going to catch the line until mid one. Into Fenrir, but guess who's here? It's Earth Spirit, ready to cancel the TP. One pick off.
The thing about Fnatic's lineup is it's currently ready to go. It could theoretically win the game right now. You know, you win 2 fights in a row right here, and you kill like 2 heroes and the racks are just done, and your percentage of winning is extremely high. And you look over to the Radiant side, it definitely has that scaling potential, but I don't really feel scared of Chronosphere until there's an Aghanim Scepter on that Invoker, frankly. Other than that, I'm really not too worried about it. And right now, Fnatic, they can come in, they can take objectives, they have that fear, and once again, Old Chicken top lane. Be enough?
Okay, trying his hardest to split push this one out, but Fnatic, like you said, they are ready to go at a moment's notice with the TP's in from Nature's Prophet and everyone else. Looking mid, and Old 11, I think he wishes Invoker was alive so he could go for this kill on mid one. 864 HP mod pack. He's level 11 on this Cosmo, and he has like no health whatsoever. Finger of Death, I'll be able to secure this kill at the very least. Oh, don't even need to use it. Hex and Stun's all they need. While Nature's Prophet goes back for a hand of Midas.
Weird. Have a Pugna. Did anyone tell him? Definitely not usual. I think a lot of people, you'd be expecting that current general build, the one where you get the mechanism right now. That seems to be something that one might suspect would be fitting with their draft. Maybe if you want a little more physical damage for like right click potential, you'd be moving into the Maelstrom. Right back to the Midas. It's not crazy. A lot of offlaners would get it around this time, maybe a Night Stalker or a Nyx Assassin after one kind of a smaller item. I don't know how well this one's going to be paying off here. It just means that it's not going to be like an Orchid or something to like take these fights in the next while. It's not going to be a mech to guarantee a big fight or a Roshan or something like that.
You've got your mech nearly done on DJ. It was like the toss-up between Maelstrom or Orchid for me was the... Like, it was 50-50 for me. It was like 50-50 Maelstrom for the pushing power, the actual presence in team fights, the Orchid just to silence up Invoker or Void, like those two targets. So I guess the Midas, it's a similar track to what my thought process was. The next Prophet has to be a heavy right clicker here with the gyro. You need right click damage coming through. What better way to secure yourself that kind of mid to late game with bigger items like your crits, your MKBs, maybe even a Hex if you want to try and get some disable on your Nature's Prophet, than a hand of Midas. In case this game does drag out, it's just security. Oh my god. Really?
That Satyr.
He really wanted to keep that Satyr alive. 160 seconds on cooldown now, just for this. Like, I hope you're happy, Mr. Tormentor. I hope you... Like, Ice just put his bloody career on the line there for you, healing you up.
They're pretty good. I gotta say I'm surprised a little bit about DJ getting the mech. Gonna delay the veil, which obviously we'll be discussing with this lineup, but mech more important when it does come to these high ground pushes. Someone has to have it this point. Beat him this time. Roshan, it's a freebie, as expected. Not too surprising there won't be a contest here. Again, Old Chicken, he's up here, he's deep. Are there big chase items at this point? There's still no blinks, so trying to play this dangerous game. Will he get punished?
The blink on Fenrir now. Second focus fine. Old 11's also waiting in the wings. Ready to jump at a moment's notice to chrono up anyone that chases this invoker down. 3-4-3. Build up a little bit of a bank here for net gyro. Sitting sub 7k net worth. Fair distance away from Lanham's Bristleback has farmed spectacularly well this game. I want to go back to last hits and denies. 148 compared to the gyro's 87. Lanham is actually almost doubling up last hits here against the gyrocopter as a Bristleback. Impressive farming. See where it takes him though.
Well, that makes me kind of wonder about like this Midas and everything too, where you're thinking, is the Bristle too scary for us to push into like total high ground at this point? Like, yeah, we can take these big open field kind of things, but when he has the option of just being sent right back to the fountain and coming back in, is that what they're like prepping for? Is that what's kind of like part of the strategy? They're just like the ultimate turtles with the big beefy spiky turtle in the base.
Spike
Run scary shell at you.
The spiky turtle with the spiky turtles inside the spiky turtles. Just spiky turtles everywhere. Oh, hello, Old 11. Are you going to say goodbye? Time Walk in 1, and there's the stun. DJ catches him perfectly. Great play there from the Earth Spirit. Comboing up with a gyrocopter, but top lane tier 3 is being pushed by Forge Spirits. Trying to get this tier 2 mid. The deny not forthcoming from the Dark Troll or the Satyr. EHOME. Doing high ground, and the TPs do go back to base. Ohio. There's only one person. TP scroll expended. He has his teleportation ability. The rest of his team, Fnatic, Rune Spot. Again, he's very patiently waiting here just to show his Forge Spirits. And there we go, Alacrity over onto them. Start building into the BOTs and the Aghanim Scepter though. Thanks, how long do we have on Aegis? Going to be a time period where Fnatic just run at EHOME for a little bit.
Seeing if they're gonna catch Old Chicken again. You see that? Perfectly spreading them. An immediate blink from Old Chicken though. Oh jeez. Hey, I've got his number. Much more trying to lock him down, but time on that Aegis. Can they make something of it? High ground seems a little bit too risky at this point, so the only potential would be this, but of course Old Chicken all the time, just up, keeping that push as far as he can.
Yeah, I think they just use it to secure farm for themselves and see if they can fight at all. Top lane is being pushed out quite aggressively here by Fnatic. Having back the way Old Chicken has been coming. Forge Spirits and the Meteor though.
Dire's bottom tower.
Oka is being wrapped in on here. Full Scepter, a blink. I think the trees. Lanham walks into this nether ward and runs past it to the TP there. DJ rolls massive one. Old Chicken, he's not going to be so lucky. Lanham will TP out and say goodbye, teammates. Fnatic still get the Chen and the Invoker while TPing down towards bottom lane for Old 11 maybe here. Of course, to blast, but DJ. Good morning. And all the pattern of silence, Old 11 magnetized up. Blast isn't going to last long enough. He's got the time already. Going to jump away a little bit further. TP. Oh, swap stun! 3-4-3 catches him. Over the blade. One dying for Lanham, this tanky Bristleback. He's dealing very nicely with the gyrocopter, but then to the woods. Into the poor little line and kills him off while Lanham trapped in his ground. The gyrocopter still balls back in with a good run, but let's lose the Aegis. Oh, hi-ho, do you have anything to give? The scrub's available here to try and trap him low. No, it's not going to be in range. Fnatic. They lose out on the Aegis, but they get a 2-for-1 exchange there. Pugna dying is still a relatively big deal though.
Tower is under attack.
Yeah, I kind of mentioned it. Seems unlikely they probably would have gotten much of it anyway. There is that muster bio just to, just attack speed. Fucking build into items later, of course, just do. Like items here. 0.6k on him. SNY Vanguard completed. I really don't think it's a Crimson Guard game. I don't think there's anything that crazy that warrants it. I've seen a lot of completed Crimson Guards lately, but I don't know if this is the one. I think you hit your back for something better here. You already have the SNY. It's like a Radiance game?
Assault Cuirass? I still think BKB is like a huge lesson here for EHOME. B is on cause means that there's like no damage from Fnatic.
It's gonna be grouping up here. They really want this tower, Aegis or not. Ohio bottom lane TP on the ready, show up when he needs to.
But he can. Is game number 2 and Fnatic looking to close out series. The win over EHOME again here. Net. Looking towards that BKB and running down the forward strip, but it's going to get jumped to Chronos. Looks like he's going to get taken out of the game. The swap back. No, the heal there from this one as well. And his cooldown man focusing the heads on EHOME. Lanham tanking through it all, but still Fenrir drops to the back end as Ohio didn't play aggressively to that, but Lanham, look at this damage output. Even with magnetized up, he's just not dropping. Ultigan finally dies for this big old spell from mid one. The life drain from a million miles away. I have to keep on fighting.
Well, there's that BKB. He's done and tired of this bugman, so. My problem with the BKB, although I can definitely understand the fact that he needs it, I just feel like he needs an item that says, like, deal with me. Because right now, they don't have to deal with him at all. He has no real chase potential. Like, yeah, maybe he gets a good maim or something, but it just feels like they don't ever have to actively engage him or something, even in the middle of a fight. Like, by the time the closers are there and ready, they're just mobile enough to either get away, stun him, walk away, they're just gonna TP out. Really not much Lanham can do on his own, and it seems numerous times he is just getting left on his own.
Put your blink on Faceless Void. Good one. Where are you heading? Tanked up with the Aghanim Scepter. You're looking for some lines of opening there, though, as your two real setup supports, the Venge and Earth, are both up at top lane. A nice overboard on that kind of spot looking for the focus, but up towards the secret shop and Fnatic are pinging this out. I think they know. I think they know Fnatic. I think you're keeping in there, the blink further. The roll. Oh, DJ, you are so close, you don't even know it. In the meantime, Hard does die to the bottom lane. Oh. Hidden back there, unless Blinks fall. He blinks here and places for spirits. I just missed. Yeah. Done with this thing, but I can run up towards the top and it's perfect for me, Hope.
Like a kind of pattern of actually go their way. Much more Fnatic pushing and their aggression lately. Themselves a tower. The Aegis, of course, very early on. Forge mentioned only be a
Dire's bottom tower
up by.
Come on, Mrs. Cat.
Sean.
Come on, Mr.
They'll check. It was the test. They the chronosphere massive.
Dude. Look. They're standing in front of the big man. Campbell. Good little skeletons.
Not too keen on it yet, though, I suppose.
They have the prettiest faces ever as well. Like, they're the most adorable skeletons you'll ever see. Oh, and then they fall dead. Oh, God. Rip.
Maybe from your Nature's Prophet perhaps later on, actually. Wouldn't be the worst build.
Fnatic, they are primed and ready. Looking for this aggressive play into the Raging Jungle, but EHOME may be in a better position. Old 11 is in a absolutely amazing spot, but he removed himself from the trees. Extracts away. There's stuff going on over there. Smoke now, do they move themselves again? Got one for the Venge, but it's back in the stash. They've got nothing on them right now to go and make a move. Has to be the naked walk through. They're all ready for it. John's alive, and I think both. Look in the Roche pit. Now everyone's all friendly. Trin and Centaur standing together. The harmony between Fnatic and EHOME. Centaur's like, I'm out of here. I don't want to be here anymore.
The question is, who's getting most out of this right now? If I had to say, I think it would actually be EHOME, simply just because you have an Invoker free farming, doing whatever he wants from lane to lane versus a Nature's Prophet, and in the end, get it over to Invoker. Maybe not for the next like 5 minutes or so, simply because he's still the 10-second BKB up on top of your Nature's Prophet, as well as the 10-second up still on net. So the initial impact in the Invoker still won't be fed up, I don't think, for a little while. On Chrono, of course, did a BKB, and you're going to know the immediate impact of this slowly before letting them Scepter. And he talked about how he's not that scary, and Chrono's not scary until he has it. Well, it's coming up here soon.
11. 3,000. Fenrir just walking around with his gem and the blink for now. Game has stalled out quite significantly over the past 5-6 minutes or so. The lead that Fnatic had, 4,000, you know, is not a massive amount, but EHOME bringing things back. Inside of that little chart there. It is time for Fnatic to go forth. Search enemies. Hear the lamentation of their women as Lanham. Oh, that smoke breaks, and he blinks himself away. I don't know if that was game sensor, if he saw them. An Observer Ward. Yeah, you're right. Got a glimpse of them as that smoke did break, and Dagger on Bristleback. The mobility item already paying off. Aye. Just a waste of movement from Fnatic, because they're in the ready jungle top by Old Chicken. Roshan's yet to be taken.
It's a pretty good version of it to, you know, deal with the item, right? So you can jump onto these more important heroes. Like, you press out, even if it stuns and rolls, interrupting the placement moves from DJ, because obviously you gotta be kind of fluid here with that Earth Spirit. They're just gonna immediately leave the pit. They don't have any aggressive vision, so it's just being worried about where they're coming in. They're gonna try, you know, dust. I don't think they have any more smokes, right? They're getting bullied right now, Fnatic. Like, they reached this point on the Bristleback where they can't, so they don't have to really deal with him in fights that much, but they also can't just wander around the map, because if Lanham shows up, they can't just be there. Kind of like, oh, if we start trying to kill him, then he's going to get Hand of God, we're going to get turned around by a Chronosphere out of nowhere, because there's this big initiation range now from the Faceless Void. And so they're essentially just in non-stop fear. And if they don't actually have vision on any of the action heroes, all they ever see is Old Chicken. That's it. Everyone else has been hiding this whole time. And so he's just going to box into whatever happens, and they're never quite sure as to what Old Levin's up to. And for good reason, because he is ready to initiate here if they can find something good. Not more than one.
What just happened there? Lanham poked his head into the pit. Did he not see? Did he not see Net?
No.
What? Did he not see? What? Because this little area here, he walked in here and Net was standing there, and then Lanham walked back out. And there's that dark area. The Sunstroke's gonna go. Oh my god, the Roshan Lanham jumped in, guards engaged, this thing comes to Chronos, Old Lemon holding on to it, waiting time to fight. Old Lemon coming so low, he's getting the time off, but he's just not gonna be able to do it. With the meatball falling over towards the east, Ice has taken towards the west, and Old Chicken on the retreat out. Ghost walks himself back to safety, and in the meantime, Lanham, he can't stop a TPing DJ. Spirit gets himself away. What did we just witness?
Yeah, I have actually no idea. I don't know if they were thinking they were going to contest a little bit later. The solo gyro. They must not have seen him. It's gotta be the only explanation.
Bermuda Roach Pit or something. Dear lord. Well, that gives Aegis to net. Mid one now up to 2,000 gold after his BKB and 10 creeps. Clear up these? Doesn't look like they can. Oh, mid one. Giving across a nice little bit of burst suckage there back to net. I'm up with HP. Haste himself back to base and regen up as well. Well, 3 pops of dust because he has a gem and an observer board coming in. He did that item slot. That was EHOME cocking up something special.
Yeah, it's pretty difficult to judge what the hell happened there, but in the end, what it means is that Net has an Aegis. They're knocking at the door here, and one of those items that they've been after that might have been. Wow, are they really gonna get this early? Oh, that's huge.
Net is being healed up here, but Lana, first they're gonna save this one with a roll into the back end. DJ, he's got a good magnetized down, gold 11, they've got the damage up, but going decently, but Bristleback just will not die more packs. The BKB makes him pretty much invulnerable, with the Sunstrike not gonna land perfectly there. The Sun Earth Spike is good from Lion, but Net is just so strong. And then you look at this Pogna Ward. Ice. Did he really just die to Nether Ward?
Yep.
What a
tragic. Damage or something.
State of affairs. Fnatic, they're knocking on your tier 3. No BKB here, still holding up the Chrono Spear though, and Invoker, Sunstrike Meteor ready to launch as well. They've got it. Oh, good slow back in the kick, and old 11 is being straight out. There's no void, instead no buyback. Sunstrike with the combo on the net, but this is a great play for Fnatic. DJ on the money with the lockdown and control onto that bait. Void by old Chicken here. Dies to the mana drain and life drain of mid one. And he does get the line, and he does get Lana, and this Bristol might have to buy back. Tier 3s and racks dropping at a drastic rate, and Fnatic move on to 1 racks as well. This could be a 2-0 sweep here. LAN buys back into the game, and Ice will return as well. They've got BKB in 10 seconds, time to reverse back and jump himself a little bit further back. But mid one, he's draining out of Pickett. He's going to solo kill him with a live drain. Turns back to low, and I'm going to put Ice. He's going to try and stand and drown. Sending back to LAN for the fountain, gets the city, but Net, it's not going to drop. Chen will drop, and mid one is just absolutely destroying everybody. The Sunstrike, well attempted there by the Invoker, but they just keep on fighting. Sun just yet, tier 3 out. Rax looking to follow. And on the vision with 1 Filipino, half finger of death, dodge, but tornado, Net. He's going to be up an old silver BKB, but right click down into oh, Net is down. Fnatic, they come out of the victors of this team fight with another bolt spam forward, but let's see. DJ, the ultimate finally going to drop. Oh, he rolls himself back into the arms of 11 and old land of Ohio. Yeah, you're not gonna old TP yourself out of this one. Drop the chrono. The BKB, you're not safe. Home, they saved their second rack, but it cost them a fair amount. Pretty penny was spent to buy back Bristle, Invoker. It's all cooling down on his.
It's not too difficult to see that Fnatic are clearly lead over on that chart, and then of course excellent fight. Man, DJ, honestly, you gotta say there were definitely questions about this guy. You know, coming in. This whole LAN scenario here. I know he, well, Fnatic, this is their first LAN with this squad. Is that?
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, it would be right because the old one was Yep.
I mean, you're counting. I mean, it would have been the first one even with Mushy, right?
But, oh yeah, it would have been because they didn't make it the one with like the black lineup, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So there you go. Wow. Okay, it's been a while.
It's been a while since they've been to LANs. Chrissy was raised when they went to PAC. He has been.
Yeah, that would have been his last one.
But that was a long time ago.
I mean, that's the same thing. Like everyone's pushing Rave too. Like it's the same idea. So like, you know, times change and blah blah blah. But either way, all I'm getting at is that was an insane silence because that Chronosphere was perfect. Like that was the blink hit from 11 he was looking for. I don't know what vision he had to snipe that one out, but he pulled that trigger at the exact right moment, just canceling that out, making sure they were going to win that team fight, completely scaring it. Could have been a total disaster. I mean, you saw what happened when they all showed back up and Fnatic kind of hung around too long. And not even have been a chance had that chrono gotten off, and now you're gonna have this butterfly up onto net, all this cash blowing out here from these barracks. Everyone's just rolling down with big green crown here. King of this game. 10-2 and 6. BKB, that was hilarious, by the way. Just like shows up in there. BKB, life draining, he's got Shiva's guard.
Well, no cooldown on life drain is ridiculous, honestly. Let's be real here. Mid one is just draining everyone, and with the Neverborn placed net, he's tanking. He's got the Glimmer Cape on him as well, but it doesn't save him from this physical damage of Lanham. Still close to fall down with the BKB, side, destroyed. So Net tries to face up against the Bristol, but a good spot back from field, save up that guy, with Chrono down on 2 though. Mid one, standing his ground, all left gone. There goes the Faceless Void, and Mid one is still tanking himself through with a decrep back with the back. They'll look for the Invoker in the back end as well. Iceborne drops, so DJ can't chase, but he's still got the roll. He's got the combo. And Fnatic, they've killed off 4. Looking for the 5th one now, it's the Bristol back, but he's back in Fountain, and EHOME. Oh dearie me, lose their second lane of racks, and maybe even this game. Then of course the series of Lanham, half his HP gone, drained out by mid one's Pogner. And Fnatic look for tier 3 and racks up at top lane. They want to be disciplined, secure the win, make sure you get tier 3 racks, mega creeps, control up EHOME as much as you possibly can. Swap back, Lanham, where's the decrap, where's the drain? There it is, and Lanham's gone. The Lion and Chen are just respawning, and GG is called Fnatic. They defeat EHOME 2-0 here in this best of 3.
Hey, I guess maybe it's unexpected. I'm not sure what it was. It looks like, yeah, apparently unexpected, but the way they've been playing, you just have to give them credit. Well, maybe doubting because it's the region or something, but everyone's going on about SEA, and so many SEA strategies were taken into the Shanghai Major. We've been seeing it all over the world lately in terms of like our PL mids and Juggernaut mids, and just in this early aggression as well. Like that stuff's all back in the game, and Fnatic have been crushing, as you mentioned at the start of our broadcast here, just in terms of this like mega streak that they've been on lately, dropping like a single series in like the past month. And now they come in and they wipe the floor with EHOME. I think some mistakes were made by EHOME. I think they just made risky draft choices. Like what is like bristleback core with the Faceless Void. I mean, there were things like the OD available. Like Team Liquid just dumpster. I believe like Team Liquid just won a game with OD Faceless Void. It's just like something so simple that it makes you like wonder why this stuff's there. I totally understand trying new stuff, but time to be doing it when there's these heroes that seem more proven.
Dude, Fnatic went to Shanghai Major. We're both idiots.
Oh god. All right. It's I apologize.